The diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. I know exactly what Miles Edgeworth is afraid of. Losing! What? Only supposed to talk about what I... This trial isn't over yet, Mr. Armando. You're saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Objection, Your Honor. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. Personally witnessed that? Did anything strange happen when he did that? You mean this scarf? Where's my actual... You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? True, but let's remember, they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Yes, I'm aware of that, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that, Mr. Edgeworth. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? It was raining that day, correct? Right there! I think we know what that means, everyone. I don't even think I need to say anything else. Very well. Wait a minute. You're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? You're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face? Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? No, why would I? Bingo! Thank you, Mr. Armando. I'm not buying it. Objection, Your Honor. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you could bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body into the water. How about you take a dip in the river there, Mr. Edgeworth? I know that, Mr. Edgeworth. Objection, Your Honor. What the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection!
I know that. You're not getting me with that one, Mr. Edgeworth. What did the man do then? So that's when you called the police? You're sure you saw all that with your own eyes? No. No. I'm not buying it. No. Objection, Your Honor. Looks like you've done it this time. Made a crucial mistake. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there? You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? It's simple. Take a look at this diagram. The place you claim to have seen the photo from that day is here. See what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, the outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right. From where you were standing, there is no way you could have possibly seen the killer's car. That just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court. Yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have seen the killer's car. I know that, Mr. Edgeworth. Objection, Your Honor. She was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Hold it. Objection. Oh, don't you go tisk-tisking me there, Mr. Edgeworth. What? Oh, I'm not done yet. Now tell me, how does she know that? Ah! Nicely said there, Mr. Armando. Until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Certain that he broke into the trunk? I think not. Interesting. There are scratch marks. I'm still not buying it, though. The victim was already dead. Trunk was... It was broken open. I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. Looks like you finally betrayed yourself. You said you were in the field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. Question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches... There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Foster. It was you who did it, wasn't it? I don't think so. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Thank you for telling us about the scratches. Without that, we would never have been able to uncover the truth. That couldn't possibly have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. Bingo. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by the witness herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the fields. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? And answering that question will make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Bingo! Right over here. Gotcha! Naturally, the witness was right here. Gotcha! Oh! Exactly. Your Honor, if I may, after parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it can only have been before the defendant met the victim. Oh, you're not getting me with that one, Mr. Edgeworth. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead! The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your very own witness. It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you! Dahlia Hawthorne! Gotcha! Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. So you say, Mr. Edgeworth. Objection, Your Honor. Since then, my client has spent 5 years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. Bingo! Gotcha! Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have been pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that? Gotcha! We're not done yet, though. We are not done yet. Question is, why did she do it? Bingo! She is indeed the real culprit. Oh, we're not done yet, everyone. We still got one more round to go. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime... One more obstacle, huh? True, Mr. Armando. Incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. And yes, everyone, I'm doing this for a reason. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Bingo! Right there. Hawthorne. Exactly, Mr. Armando. The victim's last name. Don't forget what I said at the beginning of the case. Valerie's little sister. Bingo. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. First I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. What do you mean she betrayed you? A make-believe kidnapping? It's all, yeah. Wait a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Valerie was in on it? Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? This is exactly what I was talking about, everyone. But we're not done yet. She jumped on purpose? That's when they decided to give you the death sentence. That's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. $2 million diamond. Did you give it back to Dahlia's father? Or did the police take it? Whoa! Yeah. Wait a minute. One more question, Mr. Falls. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? They never found her. How old was she anyway? Whoa! She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Oh, she is far from an angel. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a... Oh, I'm not falling for that this time. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. That's garbage. That's complete garbage, Mr. Edgeworth. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Oh, you better believe I do. Mr. Armando. Listen. Very well. I'm not buying it. Very well. Eagle Mountain before. No. You're not getting me with this one, Mr. Edgeworth. No. What country are you living in then? What kind of sob story is this? Even a child wouldn't believe this garbage. No. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? You're right, Mr. Edgeworth. It is childish. But then again, so is your witness! I don't believe that. I believe it is quite relevant. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. No. I'm not buying it. That's garbage. You certain of that? You didn't know either one of them? No. No. What made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. Plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. I am not badgering the witness, Mr. Edgeworth. No, I'm not buying it. No. 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 I don't buy it. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Sure about that, Mr. Edgeworth? Why is that? No. No, no, no. I don't buy it. No. No, no, no. I don't buy it. Objection, Your Honor. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. What do you mean by that? Yes, I'm aware of that. I don't buy it. No. He said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? No. No, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not buying it. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. What? What do you mean by lucky? I know that, Mr. Armando. You knew about that incident? Were you out of the country until the year before last? So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? That is complete garbage. No. No. Objection, Your Honor. It's true. Mr. Falls did give instruction to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that she left said, "Wear white scarf for identification." Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? If the note was a secret piece of evidence, how is it that the witness knows about it? Did you show top secret evidence to the witness, Mr. Edgeworth? In that case, the only way the witness could have known about it. What? No. No! No. No. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't gonna work here. That's impossible. I don't buy it. Objection, Your Honor. You've said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? That's what I'd like to know. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it's certainly not white. You knew what the note said. It says, wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Huh. Well? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. Yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne is another, and finally, one more person. That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Oh, you better believe it. Bingo. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.